Talk to us a little bit about how you arrived at Azimont and branding your practice to create professional contrast. And let's talk about your process that really helps a client appreciate your technical ability fully.
So one of the first questions you asked me, I remember it distinctly, which was define your professional contrast. And I'm sure I gave you an answer, but it was something that I really couldn't answer. It's not that I didn't contrast, it's I couldn't put it into words, right? And so it took me, honestly, months, if not years, to really come back and solidify that answer. And a lot of it was branding, right? And so being able to tell our story, how do we work with you, Mr. and Mrs. Client? How can you perceive our value through our process? And so we came up with two distinct brands. The first was the Azimont Group. And I have been in a number of family offices, and just the immediate response or feeling that I got was it was very eerily similar to the feel of my office, right? The professionals working, whether it was accounting, the traders, the CEO or the admin, it just felt very natural to what I experienced day in and day out. And so I stuck with that theme and I said, what do we do for our clients? We help them to navigate the financial world, which is three-dimensional when you think about all the different key areas and pillars of planning. And so I asked my marketing team, I said, help me to find a word that encompasses navigation. And what they came back to me with was Azimut, Azimut. And so I hadn't heard that word. I Googled it and came to learn that it's a directional route on how you find an object in the sky, or on the ocean, it's how you're navigating on a three-dimensional plane, which resonated. And I did a second search and then I found lots and lots of companies all over the country with that name in their title. So it wasn't as unique as I was hoping. And so I said, all right, well, let's stick with this as a root. Let's chop off the mutt and make it Azimont, mont signifying the pinnacle of success or summiting a mountain.